episode 2 of graphic designing in Canva. Right, so we want to be creating a design using the fundamental principles of designing in Canva. So, what I'm going to do is to choose an Instagram post square template. Not a template, but the size of my canvas will be an Instagram post square. So it will be having dimensions of 1080 by 1080 pixels. And just as I required you to be creating a design that has those dimensions, I'm going to be walking you through what I expected you to be making. So when I click Instagram post, it's gonna be loading, right? So what am I going to be talking to you today? Um, There are many. There are many design principles, and I'm going to be sharing you my personal design principles. I've been designing for close to 4 years now of just designing. I learned about Canva and just started teaching myself how to work around it. What mainly contributed to my experience is the consistency in designing each and every uh, time. Here again, I would get to be having someone. I'll be having someone that I would just request, do you have a business? And I'll be saying, okay, if you have a business, can I make something for your business that's really going to be representing what your business does basically. So I just made that request, and upon making those requests, I continued to make friends. This was quite an amazing thing. And as that happened, I was more convicted to be working for my friends, to be designing for my friends than I would be designing for my own stuff. It's hard to be designing basically for the sake of designing when you're saying I'm going to be learning how to design. But when you are then designing for someone, um you have this mandate of making an excellent thing so that you don't embarrass the business of the person that you are making. By the way, I was doing this all for free for more than a year. I did that. I went to relatives, I went to friends, asked my friends to ask their relatives who have businesses so that I can make them logos, I can make them their own flyers, I can just get my name out there. That wasn't the mission. The mission was to be practicing. And as I did that, I got my experience, and I got to be well versed in Canva, somewhat well versed. I still am learning and would also want some recommendations and some advice from you guys as you are learning, right? So here we are. This is what I call my basic template in designing. This is my template. There are templates on Canva, but I got my own template. When I'm designing, I follow this. I hope you're seeing what I'm seeing right on the screen right there. We have the heading. This is my header. A document has a header and a footer. I got my document like this, and this document, this document has a body, and this body is comprising of a text and also my square, rounded square over there. And this body, this body of my document is also has a footer right down there. So when I'm making any flyer, any poster, anything in Canva, except for logos, obviously, okay, I will be having and following this design principle. And you see, there's balance. There's also balance. There's also symmetry. Symmetry is important. Symmetry can not only be like vertical symmetry. There are many types of symmetry. You need to just do research on that. But there is symmetry. There is balance in colors. There's balance in type, like in the types of fonts that I'm going to be using. So it's important. It's of vital importance that you choose fonts that work together. This is a very important thing. You don't just choose fonts randomly. It's not like you just get to be choosing fonts that are you like. You don't choose fonts that you like. You see that you like, but you choose fonts that work well with your flyer, that work well with the client, that work well with the organization, with the industry that you are making a design for. So let's take for instance, um, you're going to be making a formal flyer that is probably of an invitation to this seminar. You don't put playful fonts that are relaxed. You put formal fonts with serifs. Serifs, those are those Kellys in the. Just going to show you what a serifs. Serifs are here. So yeah, when you walk around here, this is a serif, and when you choose serif, you you see fonts with serifs are here. These are formal fonts right there. And when you get to be looking also, you see their handwriting fonts, fonts that are mainly used to denote signatures, to denote probably the handwriting of a person, like the name tells there. And we see that there's also corporate. You can see these could be used to make corporate stuff. Yeah, basically. Then there is also some display font. These can be used to make the heading section there. So there are many types of fonts over there for the paragraphs. Some are self-explanatory. Paragraph sans serif. Sans serif over here means just means no serif. I can't really show it in full, but it says sans serif. Then they're rounded. There are many types of fonts, so you just need to be knowing. So what each and every font is best used for. So back to our flyer here. I'm going to zoom a little bit in right there. We're going to make a flyer. We want to make something so that we learn, right? We learn the practical way. We're going to be making a better flyer for me. We're going to be making a better flyer. By the way, no, my birthday is over. So yeah, it's not my birthday. I'm just making this as an example, right? So um we're going to be having something. I'm going to be telling you something here that's very, very crucial. When you're making a flyer, you need to be having the primary content visible most. What's the primary content on your birthday flyer? The main thing is want to be having the picture of the person. Oh, like most visible because people want to know who you are saying happy birthday to. Like, really, obviously, that's quite obvious, right? Then, but the main text that will be there also need to be visible because what would the people think of when they get to be seeing the flyer? They want to see if it's it's a birthday flyer, it's an invitation to a party. Is it like what is it about? We really want to know. So here that's where I'm going to be putting my habit the text because I want it to be visible. I want people to know what I'm really talking about here, what I'm really expressing because design is really expressing yourself, guys. This is expressing yourself. You need to express yourself better. There's no restriction of confidence here, of not of being shy. You can't be shy with designs. It's basically an easy way of expressing yourself. So let's get to be designing. I'm talking too much. Happy birthday. Here we go. Voila. We are done. Then if it's Ziva's birthday, we'd really want to see some text like really representing happy birthday Ziva. Like probably we want to hit his name because we're going to be writing happy birthday Sivai. But now I found out something. I would want also some body text, but this is something that is not like you need to also understand. I'm talking a bit fast. Forgive me there. I'm gonna slow down. This is what you need to understand. You need to know the identity of the spokesperson, then the identity of the audience in your design. So there is the spokesperson, like the expresser and the expressed, if you want to put it in other words. We need to know the expresser and the expressed. So Who is the expresser here? So when you identify the expresser, you get to be knowing how you are getting to be portraying, like designing, because the expresser also defines the design as much as so as the expressed. Who is the expresser? Let's take for instance these kids at my school that are giving me wishing me happy birthday. So when you're making a flyer for those kids, you'd want also to be cooperating that childishness in the flyer, something like that. When you are now making also the flyer, you need also to understand who you are, like making the flyer for, like the expressed, who is going to be given the flyer. So basically, he that is going to be contributing more. You're going to be putting his name. We're going to be putting his image and also some other stuff. So these are fundamental things. And if you get to be understanding these things, you will go far with your designs because they will be so relevant, on point, and uh, perfect in symbol. So let's get to our flyer. Let's not take time in talking. So my body, what am I going to put on my body? This is going to be my image. So let me just delete this and add my image. Let me go to uploads and take a picture. I like this one. So this is me. This is Silai. And Silai is going to be there. Let me just resize the Silai is going to be here. So we want also some text down here. What are we going to be putting? Want some okay. What are we gonna write? Okay. Let's say may you continue. May you continue to be blessed with many more years designing. Oh boy. Okay, designing the future. Okay, designing okay, the brighter future. Okay. Okay, not very um excellent, but let's just work with this. Okay, this is the subtext. So we want to make it a bit smaller than the name itself. So we can do this probably at this font. So who is saying this? We want also who is expressing this. So this is coming as what do you call this, as a message. So we don't to tell the audience or the expressed who is expressing the message. So we'd say probably these are my, like, okay, probably this is like my graphic design students. Say graphic design students. Right there. So right there we get to be having our flyer. Our flyer right there. So it came also perfectly. In my current design, I don't really require a footer to be a solid square right here. So I'm just gonna delete. My footer will be these texts, like this will be the section of my footer right there. And with that shown, I have my flyer. Voila, I've designed a flyer. Jokes aside, this is not complete yet. So otherwise, in terms of content, hear me again, content, the flyer is done. This is how I design my flyer. Put the content first, and the content will direct me and will tell me where to place itself. Because I would feel that it will, like, I feel like the elements are talking to me. You know, that's the level that you will be, you get to be interacting with each and every element, and each and every element is telling you I am not supposed to be there, and the picture is telling me I can feel the whole room and make you beautiful, make your thing beautiful. The text is telling me, oh my guy, I need to be a better font, I can't be just symbol, so that's the idea here. I get to be pushed to change the way the design looks through displaying everything that's supposed to be there. Not like I'm getting to be okay. I'm just gonna do some quick thing here, like placing the header, the text first, then change it to the best of its capabilities, font color and everything. Then move on to another section, change it appropriately, something like that. That will take time. But than just placing everything that you have been told by your client, or just placing everything that's needed to be there. Then start working on three things: your alignment, your colors, and your fonts. Actually, okay, in order, you work on your alignment, your fonts, then your colors. These are the I hope you are taking down notes, or you have a good memory. You will remember this because this is essential to your designing. You need to make sure those things are on point. Otherwise, if anything goes amiss with those things, your design will be not looking so nice. So, um, I'm really going to be looking forward to be uh, seeing this fly come out very well in those three areas. So, what I'm going to be doing and the way. So what I'm going to be doing and the way I design is set the backgrounds down first. So I make my background and I want to have the picture as the background. That's how I want the picture to come out, the flyer to come out. I want the the picture to be the background, right? Like that. And I I I am basically envisioning like how my flyer would come out. So if you can't really envision, like think out, uh, like just imagine from the top of your head how your flyer you want your flyer to be coming out. Get a piece of paper, start sketching. Some people are better well um, versed with just sketching out what they think, and they get ideas by just sketching with a pen on the piece of paper, like how you think your flyer would come out. Some another way to get your your own how do you call this, your own ideas that are generic is to be just asking the person what they really like if you're making a flyer for someone, or you can get ideas from other people by looking on social media on the same content. Let's say birthday flyer for some people, from making a birthday flyer for someone, then you see on the internet what kind of flyers come out. So I have an idea. You're gonna see it come out. I hope you have seen the idea already. If you have gotten the idea beforehand and you it comes out as you have thought, just say it in the comments. Don't, let's be honest, guys. I just want to see those forward thinkers I have right there. So I'm going to be doing something. So with Canva free, you can't use this feature, the PG remover feature, but I'm going to be showing you an application, an web application that you can use. It's a web version, don't worry. It's a web version. So I'm going to be placing myself on top of myself right like that. See, I'm too small. I'm too small on the top, so I'm going to be enlarging myself a little bit. Think I'm too big. Am I too big? No, I'm not. Still, I'm too small. Let me just enlarge myself a little bit, then pull down a little bit. Yeah, I'm okay. This is really not okay. Something like this. I think there should be a better way of doing this. Just find out, guys. I need some help on this. I always do it manually. If there is a better way, please tell me. I'm really I really take a little bit of time, like just trying to fit my images on top of them. Like it frustrates me, like for real. Okay, let me just put this down a little bit. Okay, I've reached the end. It's fine. No, I haven't. Yeah, something like that. so that I can have room to just get to be aligning these images. All right, I am right there. Okay, my shoulders are they? Voila, they are good. So, what am I gonna do? The top image that's here, I've like removed the background. That means it's just the single image itself. It's just me, no background. Then I'm going to be doing this something. I want the text to be okay. Let's see. I want it to be a bit large. Okay, and there's some bold. Oh, it's already there's a bold. All right. I'm going to show you a trick to increase the boldness quickly of an element of a font of any type of font. If you feel that the font is not bold enough, you just go to effects, go to outline, then you add an outline. You see the outline is there, but the trick is just adding the same color of the outline as like that. So you've just basically made your font bolder. So some phones don't allow you to make them bold, so you just use the trick. Please just follow it through slowly. I know I have made it quickly, but you can just follow through slowly and get the idea. So now I'm going to be going to another feature of Canva, which is excellent. That's an excellent feature. I thank you, Canva, for making this because I was frustrated every time that I would want to interact with an element that is not where it's supposed to be. Let's take, for instance, I want to put a birthday between me, the me that's here, that's on top here, and the me that is um with that is a background. I can't do that because I have already placed them. I would need to like delete the first me that is on top, then place them first. Like it's a mess. But Canva came with a solution. Let me show you. So when you right click, you see this layer section. Then you say show layers. So what I can do now is put me, the happy birthday on top of of my image right there, on the of the one with the background. So when I do that, I can then enlarge this text. Something like this. I can just can do that. I hope those that had guessed are happy because that's how I just wanted it to come out. That's the effect that I wanted to teach you guys. There are many effects on Canva, like literally countless effects. So finding an effect would really be amazing. Like this one is just the use of like placing and some text on top of the text. So I can now go on to this. Probably I want Sivai to be just here on this empty space. I'll change your font when I'm done. I say font is going to be the last. Maybe may you? Oh no! You see what's happening? I want to be panning on the on my design, but I can't because this guy is continually moving around. What is the solution to this? The solution is to be right clicking here, then going to be to lock, then lock. I've locked this RM over there, like the image on the top that I have the mouse here. So what I can now do is just moving this guy and just doing this. Okay, I want this item to be like that. Best with a brighter future, something like this. The message shouldn't be too okay. So thank you, graphic design students. Right there. Happy birthday, Siva. So there is concurrency. Alignment is done. If you have good eyes, you can see that alignment is done. Yeah. It's all from experience. Your eyes are training. So you are constantly designing each and every day, guys. You are getting that feel of what's wrong and what is not. You're getting what's aligned. And your brain is telling you this is not aligned. This is aligned. I've just found the right color here. I've not yet found the right color. I need to research more. I need to be that's what happens when you get to be designing again and again and again and again, and you will make design the center of your expression. That's the idea. So now we want to change the font, then the color. So we want to work with the color font now. I've aligned my items the way I want them to be. So I'm going to be going now to the font. So happy birthday. There you are. I'm going to be I want to interact with happy birthday, but I can't because I've logged this guy and this guy is on top of my happy birthday text. So what do I do? What do I do, guys? Yeah, I hope you have guessed it. I go to layers. But I can't go to layers by just clicking on the items that I have logged. So I click the item that I haven't logged so that I can go to layers, um, to the show layer section. By doing that, I get to be going to the item that I want to design to edit, that is the text. And by going there, I just change the font. I want it to be playful, but you graphic design team, you are quite, I can't say you're formal, but you are playful, probably. And you're also smart. I don't know how to define you. You are the expressors. So I want to also incorporate you. Just as I was telling you guys, I have a font in mind. It's called folder. So you also that's another advantage. Like when you get to be designing, you get to be knowing fonts that work well with certain designs so that you don't take time. Your design time is again like getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. You now take like maybe 2 minutes to design a flyer because you have trained yourself to be knowing stuff and where they are found and how to place items together quickly and to get paid. You know, this is a money making tool for real. For reals, this is a money making tool. I have a font that I want to place there. I have an idea. I'm going to be just like that's what happens, guys. Designing is all about experience, it's all about your commitment, and the motivation should be also correct. If you don't have the right motivation, it too, you never get it right. But if you have the motivation, I got my motivation from designing for my friends and family for free because I wanted their businesses to grow. That what motivated me. So if you're motivated by your purpose, probably you want to start a business, mm, then that's the right motivation. Get to be designing content for your social media every day. Use your motivation. Um, the that motivation will be your drive to constantly design each and every day, and it will be easy to commit to that because you have a motivation that is connected to your, what can I say? I can say dream, yeah, but to something that you already like. You like making money with your business, and you know that making business and making money is connected to proper marketing, and proper marketing is connected to good design content, and then Canva. Then you continue to be committed. So work on our colors. When to work on the colors for our flyer, and colors are quite important, are very important, not quite, are very important. And colors represent many things. They could represent um, the mood, of the person, of the expressor. They could represent the identity of the expressor. But nevertheless, colors are important. Like in many ways, we might look at an image and find it's so dull, it's so dark, it's so like that could express um, many technological, many hackathons, flyer, many those nightclubs. They are expressed with a dark color, with the main background to be dark. Then there's these birthday flyers. There's these party invitations. They wedding invitations. They have these bright colors that are there. So then, how do you choose a color? Like, how do you come to having a selection of colors that you would have used for your own flyer? It's a question that I constantly questioned myself as I designed each and every day. And I came to about three ways you can get to be choosing a, cli- a colors for your fly. So the first and most important um, way is to get your colors from the expressed. If it's if they know that you are making them a fly. Otherwise, if it's a surprise, you gotta find it in or another way. But get to your colors from your expressed. You can get their favorite color. You can choose um, the colors they want that they've told you that they want. Like if they're a client, they can tell you that we want green as our color, something like that. Then the second and most interesting, this is quite interesting because you don't have to think, like literally, you don't have to think. So it's a feature on Canva called Styles. It's found at the template section. So you can just go to the template section and go to Styles and you find your colors. So how do you do that? Let's just see. So you move to the design section here and you go to, let's say, normally to be on templates here. So when you go to styles, you get to be choosing to be randomly choosing your font. You can randomly also choose a selection of colors. That's incredible, right? So let's get to be choosing selection. Let's say we want green. So what it then does, it gets to be working around randomizing in the context of these selection of colors. So when I just continually tap, it changes like how it is combining these colors that I have selected. Let's say I go to blue, it does the same thing. So when I just move around randomizing, it's get to be changing. So let's take for instance, the I'm not happy with the fonts that I've chosen. So I might want to randomize the colors as well as the fonts. So I might go here and start randomizing my fonts. It's an easy way, you don't have to think. Then to choose yourself. So you see how each and every color will go well with each and every font. So I'm going to go back. I'm not going to be using this feature for this specific design. Then the third and first and most interesting also, it's the idea of choosing your colors from your design. So let's see my design there. I have an image of myself. I'm wearing clothes that have color. I have color. I have color on my skin. These are colors, guys. These are colors, and these colors you can use to design. And this is very crucial because when you choose colors from the images or from the what do you call this from your probably you have added elements that have color. These elements will be then going well, like be coherent, like congruent with whatever you have added the same color as them. So how do you get to be choosing the colors of your image? You can get to be choosing the colors of your image using a color picker, or you can just get the colors from Canva. Canva tells you what colors are on your image. Then you can choose those. So this is crucial. Get to be knowing these three ways, and these three ways will guide you. There could be many other sources of colors, but these are my own custom methods of finding colors. So let's get to it. I'm going to be using the third method, and I want to select the text so that I can change its color. I'm going to layers, and I'm going to show layers, and I'm going to um, select my bed the text and going to colors, and then choosing photo colors. See here, it's saying photo colors. Say you choose your photo color, and this is the color. Voila. Then I want to change my Zvai text. I want it to be the color of my hair. So you see there, but the text took the color of my blazer. And now I'm going to be having the Zvai text. I want it to be a little dark. And since, yeah, I want it to be having the color of my hair. Then we move on to the, I want the right there. So I want these texts to be having the color of the same thing as this item. I want white. White will do well. Let's do white. Then it should be having white, this text. Voila, we are done, guys. We are done choosing our colors. And I did so using the background colors and the colors that are on my images. So yeah, that's how you choose colors. Color theory, it's a little bit complex, so you might want to go on YouTube and just search out color theory. Just know more about colors because colors are crucial. Just that's my own custom color theory, right? So let's get to making this section more visible because as you can see, the background is a brighter color, and I also have my font that is a brighter color. So it's kind of it's being engulfed in the blazer and the polo neck. So I would also want this text to be visible. So now I'm doing corrections because I've completed my design according to my liking. But everything doesn't go to your liking. You can now get to be finding out what works well according to what's there now. That's now correction. You get to be debugging your code. If you're a designer, you get this. A coder, you're a programmer, you get this. Now we're doing corrections. We now want to correct our design so that it comes out well. So we want to choose this and okay, what's this? Okay, let me just do this. Sorry. I chose a black fed, just search out black fed on the element section. So when I chose black fed, I want to use a part of my element. So it's okay to use just a part of your element, not the whole element. Like this one, I just want to use the feathers, like the top tip section that is not too dark but just dimmed enough to make the text visible, my text visible. So when I do this, I move my text below there. Voila, my text is now visible, and I've centered the item well so that it's just looking good. I'm now going to change. I've had the second thought. This is something that is crucial. I just had a second thought. Why? Why are second thoughts important? They get to be giving you another view because right now I'm now fatigued by just looking at the design. I just want to complete it and go. But when you take a moment to rest, meditate, and probably take a nap, a quick nap, 30-minute nap, you get to have do whatever you do that you like. Then come back after 30 minutes. Look at your design. You see something that can be corrected. So just as a tip, a pro tip from your favorite designer, you need to be having a second thought. Otherwise, um, that's what I had to say on that. Let's get to be choosing another font. I just had a third font. So I have this font in mind called New Machina. So I'm going to be choosing that one instead. Now going to be change. I want this to be a quote. So going to be just adding quotes here and there. So it's something that has been said by my graphic design students, and I'm going to be. I want this. This is just something. I'm just going to have that. Then I'm going to delete that. I'm going to be doing that. So voila, there you go, guys. Zivai Emmanuel Karenga. Um, Another second thought. Okay, I just had an idea, and I want this text to be more like a happy birthday text. So happy birthday text are more visual, are more bright, are quite the neon effect. So let's just go to layers, layers, show layers, and I'm going to be going to click on the happy birthday text. Then we go to effects, then we go to neon. Like there, you see it's popping out. It's just like the first thing that you would see when you look at my flyer. That's the idea. You want to see my happy birthday text and to see who is being wished a happy birthday. So when you do that, you also want to keep the brown part of the blazer. See, it's just a balance of the intensity. I'm just adjusting the intensity here. So yeah, I think that's good. I can work with that. So voila, there you go, guys. Happy birthday, Zivai. May you continue to be blessed with many more years designing the. Okay, there you go. You don't need a typo. Please. A typo is a designer's nightmare. Like it kills everything. Please check your grammar. As a designer, it's you are not forgiven. You are not forgiven for making a typo. That's a designer's nightmare. So just make sure that you don't make typos, and yeah, that's it. Make sure, just make sure. I've emphasized on this because you can beg, you get a comment, oh, your design is amazing, it's looking great. Then the the very heartbreaking message comes, but you missed this and that and that and that. It hurts. Anyways, there we go, guys. I'll fly. So there was one thing that I left on alignment. Alignment. That's so. These are three things that you need to consider. You need to consider alignment, placement of your elements on your design. They need to be aligned. Then you need to consider your fonts. You need to consider how your text presented, the way they are written. That's the fonts, the family, the font family. Then you also consider the colors you get from the image. You get to be having them also from the what it goes style section on the design elements there. Then you can also select your colors from the expressed expressed. Then you can also get them from the expressor. Probably you have been told that find your favorite color. You work with your colors, then you diverge to the two, like the one you can use the images colors, or you can work with the randomizing style section there. Anyways, there you go, guys. That was episode 2 of the graphic designing with Canva with Siva Emmanuel Karenga. I hope you have had an amazing time. So if you did, please subscribe and get to be commenting. That's it. See you in the next video. Cheers. Oh, I can't believe I'm stopping myself before I go. I want to show you a site that you can use to remove the background of your image. Quick one, go to this site called Remove BG and use it. I won't tell you how to use it. You are geniuses. I believe you are geniuses. You get to be using this application without fail. It's an amazing application. So get to be using this one, and you will be removing your backgrounds with ease. Then if you have a free version of Canva. So then one thing I want your homework, your assignment for this episode is to make your own birthday flyers. So get to be making your butterfly using a template and from scratch. I want to know who is the expressed and who is the expressor. And once you tell me that, I want to be knowing what's the relationship between these two. Are they client and a designer? And what is the expressed category? Probably this is a child, a daughter and a mother. That's the relationship. Probably this is a friend. And I want to know the relationship also so that I can lead you to how you are going to be designing. Is it a good designing according to the relationship? Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have an amazing, great design time. Sure.